Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today I have a special guest with me. I've got Mike Kelley from One Stop Co-op Shop. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Derek, good to be here. How's everybody doing?
I hope everybody's doing all right. So today I'm excited because we are getting into Mega Man Adventures, which was created by Mike Kelley, so which is fantastic, and I'm so super excited for it. So tell us a little bit about it before we get into the playthrough and kind of taking a look at BGG.
Okay, yeah. So this one just went up for pre-order. It's coming from Blacklist Games, who do Street Masters and many other good games. And I did co-design it with Peter Gousis. If you watch One Stop Co-op Shop, he's on the streaming channel. He does like most of the Marvel Champions plays, and then he's also my co-host on the podcast we do. And yeah, we've designed Salvation Road and Dark Dealings, a bunch of other games previously, but this is our newest one. And it's a 1 to 4 player solo cooperative game. It's based on Mega Man 1 through 3. And if you don't know Mega Man, I don't know. It's a long running platforming series where like you're running to the side and jumping over things and blowing up enemies. And kind of the key distinct element of Mega Man is that as you fight these bosses, these robot masters, each one you defeat, you get their weapon to use on other robots, and you can kind of like figure out which one is the weakness of the next robot. That's kind of like the Mega Man formula. But yeah, this is a quick playing game. Some inspirations for people who are kind of wondering where this came from. Marvel United, I was definitely going for kind of a similar weight and cooperative feel. And it kind of has a similar sharing mechanic to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game and the upcoming Batman animated series game. Those were both from IDW. So yeah, it's a little bit of sort of dice placement, dice spending, a little bit of unique card play. Each hero has their own unique action deck. We have every boss for Mega Man 1, 2, and 3, including mini bosses. I think every boss, we might have missed like one random person. So we have 34 bosses, 26 unique weapons, 4 unique characters with entirely different hero decks. So we try to pack a ton of stuff in the game. But that's some of the basics. You'll see the rest as we play, I guess.
Yeah, and that's really awesome. I'm super excited to check it out, especially since you say you have every single boss from there. Do you have the floor monsters that turn into robots that fly at you? Like that would be
Yeah. So we have four like kind of mini bosses and major bosses from the Dr. Wily castles per game.
Okay.
So to name some you might know, Derek, like Mega Man 2, we have the Mecha Dragon that
Yep.
chases you while the platforms are disappearing. We have the Guts tank that's shooting out metals the whole time, like the giant Guts Man
The
tank.
Guts Dozer.
Yep. We got the fake Proto Man, Break Man. We have the fake Mega Man from Mega Man 1, like the copy of you.
Yep.
So yeah, we tried to get every like major boss
That's
in the game,
awesome.
and every single one has a unique like power and unique weakness and that kind of thing. So
So,
yeah,
so, we're, so
we're
I mean, I know you're a fan of the game. I'm a huge fan of the Mega Man series as well. But how did this kind of coalesce and come together to where you're like, oh yeah, this is the perfect thing for us to make?
this is unlike any other game we've ever designed. So usually I'm very much a theme first person, but then the theme will sometimes change. So like Dark Dealings, which is our like kind of tower defense game with drafting, sort of similar to like Dungeon Lords or Dungeon Keeper or Keep the Heroes Out, where you're like the bad guys trying to keep the good guys out. Um, that one started out as like a space station defense game and then morphed into like a fantasy themed game.
Gotcha,
Same thing happened
gotcha.
with Salvation Road, started as a zombie game and morphed into a Mad Max post apocalypse game.
Okay.
Um, but this one, literally, I talk to Brady Sadler sometimes. He's one of the, of course, key
Yeah.
designers at Blacklist and also one of the developers. And we're like kind of designer friends. And he was like, "Hey, we got the Mega Man license," because their boss likes getting a lot of IPs. And I was like,
Okay.
"I am a gigantic Mega Man fan. Let me design a game for you, and if you like it, we can talk." So I literally went and I tried out lots of different versions. Some were solo only, some were co-op. It was never competitive. I don't really do that.
Right. Mhm.
But yeah, so we finally found one that we liked, and Peter tried it out, and we like fine-tuned it. We showed it to them. They liked it, and we just started developing and went with it. So yeah, like
Awesome.
this is the first time I've ever had an IP, like had a theme and directly designed a game for it. So everything in this game was designed to be the best Mega Man game I could make. Like
Awesome.
it was not some random mechanics I just grafted Mega Man onto. Like this is Mega Man in its heart and soul.
That's gonna be amazing. I'm looking forward to it. So we're first gonna hop over to BGG to take a look at just kind of the preview page that BGG has up. I'll let Mike talk a little bit more about just kind of anything he wants to around the game, which is fine. And thank you so much for joining me, Mike. I'm a huge fan of One Stop Co-op Shop, so I'm super stoked to have you on. So we'll go do that. But before we begin, I want to say thank you to my Patreons. I appreciate you so much, as well as thank you to my YouTube subscribers. I appreciate you as well. So let's go ahead, hop over to BGG, look at the preview page, let you talk a little bit about it, and then we'll get down to the table.
Yeah, there's not a lot there yet. Here, let me jump over there too. Yeah, so it just went up, and then Scotty, who's the marketing person for Blacklist, he got a lot of images up there, so that's probably the coolest thing to look at, like some of the images that are posted. And then I did a solo playthrough, actually a double solo playthrough, because this game is fully soloable. I did 2 different heroes. One was like a regular game, and then one was like a Dr. Wily boss rush mode, because you kind of have like a boss rush at the end of the campaign. There's like a little bit of a campaign mode.
Okay.
So that's on there. But yeah, I mean, if you're just kind of skimming through the pictures, you'll see all this stuff in the play soon.
Yeah, which will be good. Yeah, you said they're saying that the game is about 30 minutes to an hour, which is fantastic. Is that now this is dice rolling. I don't know if you've seen me play board games with dice. But I'm terrible at it. But this is 30 to 60 minutes. Do you feel that at a lengthy play, if you're really going full on, let's say I'm going to play Mega Man 1 fight each boss and then take on Wily 4, that's about an hour play, or is that a little bit longer?
So that's not actually how the games function, kind of structured. You could cobble together a game mode where you play every single boss in a row. But right now, if you play the campaign, it's you've each face 2 robot bosses, and then you go to the Dr. Wily castle.
Okay.
And the reason for that is we wanted it to work at any player count. So with 8 robot masters in a given Mega Man game, although you can mix and match, you can fight people from Mega Man 1 and 2 at the same time, or Mega Man 3 at the same time.
Okay.
But yeah, so for 4 players, if you each are fighting robot bosses from the same Mega Man game, you have 8 robot masters. So it kind of mathed out nicely to have 2 regular games and then Dr. Wily.
Okay.
And you don't go through the Dr. Wily stages. It really is kind of trying to capture the essence of the end of each Mega Man game, where you remember, Derek, where you'd have the teleporters and you'd go to each robot master and fight them again.
Yeah.
And then you go against Dr. Wily. So that's sort of the structure.
I see.
So a single game, when it says 30 to 60 minutes, and really closer to 30, a single game is 1 stage and then fighting the boss at the end for each player.
Okay.
The entire campaign mode, which is 3 games together, is an hour and a half once you know the game well. For solo, once you know the game well, it's probably more just an hour.
Okay.
Because you can play pretty quickly. When you're first learning, if you do an entire 3-game campaign, I'm guessing that would probably push a little bit over 2 hours. So it might be most of a game night, depending on how you're playing.
Awesome. So let's see what we got in chat. Hey, Matt, how's it going? Pull up a chair, Steven. And Fred said, my recent delivery of Galaxy Defenders was due to One Stop Co-op Shop, as many others in my collection.
Yeah, I see that. Thanks, Tiny. Yeah, I think that was probably Colin. He's a big fan. I like Galaxy Defenders a lot, too. I actually think I prefer it to Sword and Sorcery, but they're both great. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I've never played Galaxy Defenders or actually heard of it, to be honest. So is it a Sword and Sorcery in space? Is that what it is?
Sort of. Yeah, so it's very close to XCOM actually in feel. I think that's probably what inspired them the most.
Okay.
And it is the precursor to Sword and Sorcery. So Galaxy Defenders was first.
Okay.
But yeah, it's much more harsh than Sword and Sorcery. Your characters literally die. So again, it kind of has that XCOM feel of oh no, my sniper, I built you up for 5 missions and now you're dead. But Galaxy Defenders gets insane because the base box is just like Defending Earth. But then the second and third big box expansions have you go to the moon and then eventually invade the alien homeworld, which again is very much I think that was, sorry, I'm digging deep into my old video game knowledge. I think in XCOM Apocalypse, this is the isometric ones before they got into the newer kind of more 3D ones. XCOM Apocalypse ended with you having to research for technology to go into the alien dimension and fight them.
Yeah,
Galaxy Defenders is harsh, but I love it. It's a fun game.
I can't say anything bad about harsh games because Steven, who's on the chat, he got me into playing Kingdom Death Monster, and that game
Oh
is
my gosh.
brutal, but it's
So
fun.
if you like that one, I think you might like Galaxy Defenders too. And yeah, Jayhawk just said Mega Man 2, favorite Mega Man game. That's your favorite too, right, Derek? It's definitely my favorite.
Yes, Mega Man 2 is my favorite game of the entire Mega Man series. I've played Mega Man 1 through 4, and then I've played the entire X series. And that
so
is
I played Mega Man 1 through 11.
okay.
11 is great. I love 11. If anyone who hasn't played it, it has like this kind of gear system where you can like slow down time or power up.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I've played all of the X series. I played all of the Z series, like Zero series. I played some of the Battle Network. I mean, I am a Mega Man nut, if you can't tell. And it was good. Peter talks about this a lot when we designed the game. Like, I was like, we have to have this. It's Mega Man. We have to have this. And Peter would be like, this is not fun. Okay, we can cut some things. Like, he was the one, like, the voice of reason, keeping me from shoving every Mega Man thing, like, in there.
Yeah. I played Mega Man 11. I bought that one as soon as it came out, and the gear system's fantastic. The game is brutal.
Yes.
If you are not good, the game is not forgiving, but it's fun. It's really fun.
Well, the nice thing is, I've gotten my 6 and my 9-year-old in Mega Man, and they'll play them too. And with Mega Man 11, what I did is I got every upgrade. I got all the gears, and eventually you can buy an upgrade that gives you infinite slow-mo if you want it.
Yeah.
So I have my 6-year-old play that, and he's suddenly great at the game. I'm like, yeah, it's really easy. Oh, and infinite slow-mo and infinite superpower, because the ice weapon, if you turn it on super mode, is a entire room clear. And I also unlocked endless energy. So he just literally runs through going, rah, 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 like shooting. It's a lot like, for anybody who played the old X-Men arcade game, it's a lot like Colossus's, like,
I
forget what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Ryan's here. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, what's going on, man? Welcome. Pull up a chair. All right, so we're gonna get down to the table so Mike can go through and teach us how to play this game. I have not played this game at all. I've watched his video on One Stop Co-op Shop. He's already done a playthrough of solo mode on One Stop Co-op Shop that is up now for you to check out. But I am curious to learn how to play, and I'm excited. So let's get down to the tabletop simulator. All right. So here we are, Mike. The show is yours.
All right, so I guess I'll refer to things based on where you are. So yeah, each player is going to control a hero. We have 4 in the game right now. Derek has chosen Mega Man, of course, and I'm playing Rush. If you don't know Rush, he first showed up in Mega Man 3. He's Mega Man's trustworthy dog. He always gives Mega Man the Rush coil power to start, so he can jump high, but eventually can become like a jet and transform into other things. So he's a big support character. I'm going to be basically making Derek look great this entire playthrough, I'm sure. But yeah, so there's a little card over here that has the summary of the round. And by the way, for some reason, when I imported everything into TTS, it looks very white. So if you go look at like the actual components in my playthrough later, you can see how things really look. But yeah, so first you have a draw phase. You're going to each draw to 4 cards. You have a planning phase where you're going to play those cards to get mainly dice. Then you're going to roll some dice into a pool and overcome the challenges of the stage. So if you like look over here in front of Derek, he's got this pile of 4 stage cards. And in Mega Man, again, it's a platformer. The idea is that you're progressing from left to right or up down, trying to get through the stage, and there are different enemies and spikes and fire pits and that kind of stuff you have to avoid. So we replicated that. Each of these is like one thing that's in your way, and the actions at the top are what you have to do to get by it. We tried to make these as thematic to the Mega Man game as possible. So, for example, this guy in the middle in Mega Man 3 would jump, and he would do a ton of damage if you would hit him. So often the best way to get by him was to wait until he jumped. That's what the hourglass represents. And then the running yellow icon would have you running underneath him while he's jumping. You'll take damage at the bottom if you cannot use the dice to match these icons. So the dice are going to have these actions: run, jump, and shoot. You've also got a unique effect for your stage. So Derek's in Cutman stage for Mega Man 1. I'm in Bomb Man stage. It'll add extra stuff. Each one is a unique effect. We've got 22 of those, one for every stage in the 3 games. And if we can survive through all 4 stages, we're going to flip the stage cards over, and we'll actually fight the boss. So we're just doing one play where we have to fight our bosses. So if Derek can defeat Cutman, and I can defeat Bomb Man without us running out of these energy tanks. These are your healing items in the Mega Man games. Then we win. If we ever would run out of life energy, it's right here on our player board. If it would go down to this scary Dr. Wily face, he's our nemesis. Then, and if we don't have energy tanks to heal ourselves, then we lose. So if either of us actually dies, yeah, we have like one life kind of shared.
Okay.
So that's like the basics of how the game goes. But let's actually just play through here, Derek. How about we walk through your first turn and we'll kind of see how things go. So go ahead and draw 4 cards, and I'll talk you through your cards.
Okay, do I need to shuffle or am I good?
You should be good.
Okay.
I think we already have the mod shuffled. By the way, this TTS demo mod is freely available. I think it's on the pre-order page for Blacklist.
Yeah, it
and
is.
Here, Derek, why don't you put us on the same team real quick? So if you click on our names in the upper right and say change team and make us both the diamond team, I'll be able to see your cards and I can advise you a bit.
Okay.
You want to be super excited with us dealing with TTS. Matt says give Canje the cheat code for infinite lives.
That's
OMGs.
down,
Mark
down,
Sanders
left, right.
Yeah, that's right. Mark Sanders is saying Mega Man 3 for life. Yeah, I like Mega Man 3. Snake Man stage, though, I don't know. The giant snakes, I think, could have been more dangerous, Mark. I think they were a little bit of a disappointment. But they are in this game. Giant snakes, Snake Man in this game. All right, so, Derek, looking at your cards, every card is a top half and a bottom half. The top half is mostly going to be giving dice. Okay, so like this blue bomber card will give a yellow die to your pool. Yellow tends to be runs. Okay, so the color of the icon on the cards, like the run action, they match the color of the dice. So yellow dice tend to give you runs. Red dice tend to give you shoots to blow up enemies. Blue dice tend to give you jumps to jump over things. Those are 3-man actions. And then the other 2 things are bonus tokens. This is Mega Man's unique support effect. So each hero has something at the top half that only they have. Whereas for me, my unique card, my unique effect is a wild die, because Rush can give you the exact tool for the job.
Okay.
So that's what we do. So what you do is we go into the planning phase, and you're going to put 1 card in the left support slot and 1 card in the right support slot. And in the actual game, to show you what it looks like, it actually goes like underneath your player mat. I don't know if this will even work. I know, because the player mat is locked. So just to give you the visual, there we go. And then I made your life energy go away too. I love TTS. But yeah, so you only would show the top half when it's in your support slot. Okay, let me undo all that terribleness I just did. Where is the life? Where is the life? Okay.
There it is. Let me grab it.
There, can you unlock? There we go. There we go.
I got it.
Teamwork. Cooperative games, people. Cooperative games. Play them. So you play 2 cards. Now, here's the thing. Why are these called support slots? Because the left card, this red die, you're getting it, but I'm also getting it. This is, again, for those who have played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this is inspired by that mechanic. And whenever you play to your right support slot is also going to the player on your right. But wait, there is no player on your right. That's where the Dr. Wily deck, or not Dr. Wily, Dr. Light, the creator of Mega Man and Rush, comes in. He's going to have 3 cards up. And we'll each pick one of these to be kind of like a faux third player. Okay, so if you like put this here, Derek, he'd be giving you a blue die, but he would want a yellow die from you because in the actual game, we want to like help each other out since we're sharing dice. And then, like, you know, if I went over here, he would give me a red die, but he would want a blue die. And the third card doesn't get used. So you have 3 to choose from. And that's the only change in gameplay for 2-player, using those Dr. Light cards. You also use them in solo. In 3 and 4-player, you just work with the players to your left and right. Okay. But yeah, so whatever you play to the left and right is going to go to us and to Dr. Light. And I'll give you, and Dr. Light will give you stuff. So you'll usually end up with 4 dice overall. Now, your cards also have a bottom half. This is called your skill, and these are all fully unique for each character. So Mega Man has 4 unique skills at the bottom of his cards. Like right now, you have Blue, Bomber, and Learning, and Rock. So these are 3 of his 4 skills. And you'll put those here, and only the bottom half matters. Okay, so on the skill slot, only the bottom half matters. On the support slots, only the top half matters. Again, that would be slotted underneath your board. Okay. And these are going to give you basically mitigation during the turn. You don't use them right away, whereas the dice at the top, you like roll immediately. Okay. And that's basically how things go. So let's just kind of ham-fist our way through this first stage, and then we'll be more strategic after we know how everything works. Sure. Derek, look at your stage card real quick. You can always see the top. Mm-hmm. What do you need a lot of?
Yellow.
Yeah, you need a lot of runs. This is a runny part. Whereas I am pretty balanced, but I need more blue and more red, more jumps and more shoots.
Yeah.
All right, so Derek, without worrying too much about the bottom half, why don't you go ahead and figure out what you want your supports to be? So put in some colors you want, and hey, if you can throw a blue or a red my way, that'd be awesome. And we can also figure out which Dr. Light cards we want. And the key thing to remember for Dr. Light is if you don't give him the thing in the middle, so here he wants blue or yellow, if that's not in your right support slot, the slot that's kind of matching up with him, you're going to take 1 damage because you're not programming yourself the way that like matches the energy he was saying or sending to you.
Okay.
Hey, Barrett is here, by the way.
Hey, Barrett, what's going on?
How you doing, Barrett? Yeah, Barrett was complimenting our TTS cooperation. We work together well.
Hey, Tara, Mernon, how you doing? All right, so So I need to find out how to get, but if he's going to get anything from me from a support, you need red. I'm assuming I need yellow, but I can't give him blue from what I have.
Yeah, so if you want to not take the damage, you can take this. Yeah, and if you'll see that every die is useful. So the fact that you don't have any jumps on your stage card is not actually going to hurt you as much as you might think.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'll put a blue down to support Dr. Light. And then, so you need a lot of yellow. I will give you a yellow, Derek.
Okay. And what about I guess my curiosity now is how do I play this? Because I can play this red one to get a red die. So I'd be getting a red and blue die from what this thing says.
Yep. So, And to explain the top effects, these are bonus tokens. You just flip these ones that are on your board over when they're activated. And basically that's the same action as what you would roll on the die, except it just kind of hangs out until you want to use it.
Okay.
So it gives you a little bit of like kind of permanence to your results and can help you out.
And that's the support skill, correct?
Yeah, so anything in the top half is a support. So if you put that in the top, we would both flip our red token instead of rolling a red die. So you'd have one fewer die, but you'd have like an automatic shoot, basically. Yep. And now you put 1 card in your skill. So do you want a free blue? Or do you want... So the thing of it above it where it's like a plus any, kind of that small icon, that is the cost. So to get this skill to fire, the rock skill, you need to unflip one of your tokens, like the red one you just flipped, but it'll give you both a blue and a yellow in this case. You kind of get 2 tokens for the price of 1.
Oh. Okay.
And I should figure out what skill I'm going to do. I think I'll do transform.
Thing is, I got to find a way to get a red.
Don't worry, I have a boost card that'll help you out. So you'll have 1 thing left. That's called your boost card. During any of our turns, you can use it for the top half. So ignore the bottom half on that card. The only card that gets its bottom half is your 1 skill per round.
Okay.
But so you can help me on my turn with the yellow, or you can help yourself. And I kept a wild for my boost card, so I can help either of us with something.
All right, so we'll help each other. Okay.
All right, so let's go and walk through your turn. So we're done the planning phase. And we do have to check your stage card. And Derek, look at your stage card. Look how terrible this is.
This is treated as a 4th challenge space on Oh, gosh. Okay.
So, yeah, if anybody doesn't know Cutman stage, you'd have these little like scissors that would shoot out. You'd have to run past them. So in addition to all this crap, you're also going to have 1 more run, or you'll take 1 damage at the end there. So,
Ryan asked, will the game come with a soundtrack of amazing MIDI music to blast the entire time you play?
I mean, I don't know about you, but I just play the Mega Man 2 soundtrack anytime I play any video game, especially this one. So, I mean, you got to do it.
That's right. You play Dark Souls, you bust that music as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It makes me feel way less depressed when I die 15 times. All right, so Derek, the first step of the action phase is your dice pool. So you're going to look at all the support cards and build your dice pool. In this case, you've got a yellow for me. So you can bring that over.
Yep.
You've got your red token, which you already flipped.
Yeah.
You've got a yellow from yourself. And Dr. Light gave you a blue. And you checked, did you give Dr. Light the right thing? You did, so you do not suffer any damage.
Okay.
So now you roll your whole dice pool. So go and roll those 3 dice, Derek. So, wow, you got a lot of runs. That seems pretty good, as long as we can get you some shoots. So to talk through the distribution of each die, each die has 2/3 of the side show the matching like colored actions. So, and by the way, the dice are we're still figuring out our options, so we're not sure what they're going to look like. But this is just the prototype version right now. So yellows will tend to roll runs. There is a single. Let's see if I can find it. A single jump, and hiding somewhere a single shoot on the yellow die, even though it's mostly runs. And there's a single double run. So the same thing for the blue dice. There's a single double. There's a double jump on the blue dice. There's a double shoot on the red die. So again, they're very heavily weighted towards like the action that matches them, but you have the chance of getting something else.
Okay.
All right, so Derek, you've rolled, and now you're going to engage your first challenge. So we've got these really nice acrylic standees. They don't necessarily look like this. So you go on to the first challenge. What do you need for the first challenge? You need to wait for Hammer Joe to throw his hammer, and then you got to shoot him.
Okay.
So how do you do a wait? A wait is 2 of any matching icon, a pair of icons. So you could, for example, discard this double run. You could discard these 2 separate dice that have runs. If you had 2 shoots, you could use those. If you had 2 jumps, you could use those. So that's to represent the kind of like waiting for things, spending 2 of a kind.
So is it
so
possible
for this one,
then,
you would.
Yeah, is it possible then to do these 2 and then this shoot icon I have here?
You could absolutely. Now, you got to decide if you want to do that.
Okay.
So you can always choose not to spend things and instead suffer the damage. In this case, you would take 2 damage. Now, this guy might be one you want to defeat. Do you see this little box, like kind of question mark icon on the bottom left?
Yep.
So that means anyone who's played Mega Man or most platformers, when you defeat enemies or when you go through the stage, you'll sometimes see like item drops and things that can heal you and such. So this one means if you defeat this guy, not if you take the damage, you get to draw from the surprise box bag and maybe get something to help you out.
Okay.
So, and before you do that, you might want to like spend a weapon energy because a lot of the surprise box tokens will give you more weapon energy. I didn't talk about your weapons yet. So you started with Top Man's weapon, which is Top Spin. The red at the top is the type of a weapon it is. That is used for the boss weaknesses. So if you fight a boss who is weak against... I made top... There is no flame-themed boss in Mega Man 3. So I thought Top Spin with like the friction was sort of as flamey as we get. Because I needed to have the same 8 types for all the games.
Okay.
But yeah, so you've got 3 weapon energy tokens right here. You can discard one whenever you want during your turn to roll an extra yellow die in this case.
Ooh, okay. Yep, I'll do that. Well, come on.
Yeah, so if you want to spend 1, because you don't need it yet, but it'll stay around for the rest of the turn. And clearly you need a crap ton of yellow. So go ahead and grab the extra yellow and you roll it immediately. And all right, you got to jump, which you don't need yet, but you can re-roll. We'll get to that soon.
Okay.
So, so Derek, now if you want to do what you were saying and overcome this guy, we'll show you the surprise box token.
So we'll do that and then flip this token to defeat him. Okay.
And these go back to the pool, which is important because there's only 3 of each color. So when you had 3 yellow dice, Derek, you could have not have added another one until you spent one.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and draw from this bag and see what you get.
Okay.
And you got the one thing you couldn't use, life energy. So just like in Mega Man, sometimes items drop and you're already at full for that. So that's not doing anything for you now. It just goes to a little discard pile.
Okay.
And you now engage the next guy. So you can, you'd need, I guess, another jump. I could give you a blue die to get you to jump. Although, what skill did you choose? Did your skill give you any way?
My skill gives me a jump and the run.
Oh crap! But you need a token to get it, and you spent your red token. Do you have anything in your hand that can get you a bonus token?
I do. I have this.
All right, so you can spend that now. Just put it on your discard pile. So here, we'll move Dr. Light out of the way.
Okay.
And you activates the yellow. So again, when you're only doing the top effect for these.
Right.
And now if you want to, you can do your skill, flip that back over to get a yellow and a blue. So you'll basically just flip your blue because you'll get both of them.
Okay.
There you go. So you use your skill. All of these are different things you can do to mitigate. So you can use your weapons. You can use the boost card. You can use your skill. And the last thing you can do, you can spend a weapon energy to re-roll as many dice as you want.
Okay.
But I don't know if you need to do that. So can you overcome this guy right now?
I can. I have to spend... I could spend the 2 jumps, this token and this, and then a run.
Oh, well, you need 2 runs, right? 2 jumps and 2 runs?
Oh, sorry. And the 2 runs that are here.
Yep. So let's go ahead and do that. So you clean that guy out perfectly.
Jump, and then I'll do run and this run. And I
And
still
by
have
the
no
way,
runs yet.
meet me at the table. Barrett said he likes dice that are weighted in his favor. And Excuse for Gaming says that, yeah, Barrett also rolls terribly in KDM a lot of the time. So, Derek, you're doing great. You've overcome that one. You go to the third one. You engage that.
And I have a run right here.
Yep. So that goes away. And unfortunately, Cutman, you got one more run or you take a damage. So you could spend another weapon energy or you could just take the damage. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world to
I'll
get a
take
little
the
bit
one
hurt.
hit. I'll take the one hit.
So Derek played beautifully there. He took 1 damage, overcome his stage card, and now it comes over to me. So I have let's see, Derek gave me a red token, and then I've got 1 die of each color. That seems pretty good since my my stage card is kind of mixed. And by the way, my weapon, what do I have? I think I have we were talking about this before the video started. The best weapon in Mega Man 2, by far, Metal Blade. It gives me a red die whenever I want one. So I guess I actually need reds less than normal. All right, so I'm rolling. And good, I got lucky. So I was actually glad when you gave me the token instead of a blue die because look at Bomb Man stage effect.
If 2 or more
So it says
dice
when I
show at least-
roll, yeah. So yeah, the idea of Bomb Man stage is that all these little missile guys were shooting at you, and if you jumped a lot, you would often get hit by them. So in Bomb Man stage, when you roll, if you have 2 or more dice that each show at least 1 jump, I take a damage from the bomb. So I will try not to roll too many blue dice whenever I can because I don't want to jump too much in this stage. But I got lucky. I only got 1 die with a shoot, and actually you giving me tokens kind of helps with that because I'm not rolling a die in that case.
Right.
So I got 1 of everything. So we're on this little bunny from Woodman stage first. Let's spend my shoot to blast him, and I get a surprise box token.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to spend my shoot token in case I happen to draw that from the surprise bag, because I don't want to waste it if I do draw it. You can't have 2 of the same token, and it's a weapon energy. I should have spent one like you did, Eric. I'm a dumb person now. Sadness. Okay. Now, oh my gosh. If I cannot get over this pit, I'm taking 3 damage. Oh, this is why it's not good to be in Bomb Man stage, because if I jump too much, I get hit by the missiles. Okay, I'm going to use my boost card on myself. Well, hold on. What's my transform effect say? Ooh. So spend a shoot to get a run and a jump. Spend a shoot to get a run and a jump. Would that help me in this case? I think it would. I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend a shoot. So I just grab... Derek, you'll notice those icons are specifically the run and specifically the jump face instead of just the colored die. Yep. That's because I set them to those faces. I do not roll them with that effect. All right, so here we go. Now I got my 2 jumps. After I run up to the pit, jump over the spikes. Whoosh, there we go.
So question. So when you activated your transform skill, and I'm assuming that discards that card.
Yes, it does.
That made it that you had 2 jumps in the pool. So do you take a damage?
No. So you'll notice it's during the dice pool step. That's what that little disclaimer at the beginning means.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of bosses and stage effects will only activate when you initially roll your dice pool. So you're trying to get around that initial roll and then use boost cards and stuff to get those dice you needed later. Okay, so I'm on the last one. I need a wait for Sniper Joe to put down his shield and then shoot him. I've got to run. So let's use my wild boost card to roll a yellow die because I want to get another run. I think. I got a plan here. That is a jump.
That's not part of the plan.
That's not part of the plan. All right, so I was going to use my Metal Blade to get a red and probably get the shoot to finish him off, but... At this point, I'm just going to tank the 2 damage. So there we go. Ouch. And I'll save my weapon energy. All right. So, Derek, we go into cleanup. So go and take every card you played this turn, discard them. If you still have your Dr. Light card, that can come over here to the Dr. Light discard. And then finally, you discard the top card of your stage pile because it's a flipped up pile. They're all face up. And you will reveal the next stage card.
Okay.
And that's 1 entire round. We're going to go through 3 more of these, and then we'll fight the boss. So go in and draw 4 cards, and let's talk about what we need.
Right. So
you need a lot of jumping.
I need to be a jumping fool this round.
And here, let's flip up Dr. Light. Ooh, there's a blue from Dr. Light if you want that. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the yellow because I need a good amount of running.
Yeah, I'll take the.
All right, so we'll get rid of this one, and so I'll give him a yellow.
What do you need? A lot of blues and yellows.
Yeah, I mean, I have the yellows covered, so and you
I
need
got a.
blues too,
And
right?
I
So
got a
yeah, if you
blue
can give
for
me
you.
a blue.
Yep.
And ooh, here, Derek, for my skill, I think I'm going to use Rush Jet. Look, I can distribute a blue and a red token between the two of us, so I can give you that blue to help you out. So I'll put that as
Oh,
my skill.
nice.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you a red die. I know it doesn't really help you too much.
I need a red. I need a red,
All
so
right.
it'll work.
Okay.
So I've got 2 blues. Ooh, I need a yellow somehow.
Well, don't forget, I can give you
Oh,
a
I can get it.
token.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
I can get it with that one. Okay.
All right. So you're first again. So
So
what have you
I
got? 2
get.
blue, 2 red, it looks like.
Okay, so I get. Let me make sure I understand this. I get a red from you. I get a red from adaptability. I get a blue from rock, and then I get another blue from Dr. Light.
You got it, buddy.
Okay. All right. So.
Oh, and Tara Smith asks, what does blank spaces mean? Where are there blank spaces? I'm not sure.
On the boss card, I assume. On the monster card.
Oh, it just means they're easier. We just wanted to keep the graphic design consistent. But yes, the blank spaces mean nothing.
All right.
All
So
right, you got a mix.
I got
of
a jump.
there.
I got a jump. I got. Shoot. I might.
Well, here, let me go ahead and use my rush jet. Okay, let me go and use my rush jet. Oh, not that one. That's my boost card. So I have to take a damage, unfortunately.
Okay,
but I can freely distribute jumps and runs between the players. I'm gonna have you activate both of them for you. Yeah, I'll deal with my own later. Because
sure?
I see you need to discard. Well, you need to discard one to get access to blue bombers. If I don't help you out, you can't even use that.
Yeah. So my thing is, so I should discard the jump to roll the blue and the yellow, I assume. Like that would be my thought.
Well, I think you already have too many reds, right? I might flip the red to get another blue and yellow.
Well, the problem is if I don't roll, if I don't roll a jump or a run, I can't do. Well, if I don't roll a run, I can't do the weight to get rid of, and I'll have to get rid of 2 for the weight.
That's true.
Which that kind of guarantees that this other red is a.
It's your call. I just see, dude. You need 2 jumps at the end of the card.
Fair
I'm
enough.
just worried about you surviving that.
Fair enough.
You could like just let the metal do 1 damage to you if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I was like, where's the other dice? So then I'll flip that one to get a yellow and a blue.
Nice. And yeah, again, to answer the question, people are asking about the blanks. So each challenge space will have between 1 and 3 icons. So the blanks are just like not extra things. So for this first guy on Derek's one, he just needs a single jump. Oh, you got a double jump. That seems good. That seems really good.
Yep. So I do that jump to get past. Actually, I'll flip the token because, like you said, I might get a token.
Yep.
So I'll flip the token to get past this guy. Draw from the bag.
And yes, Ryan, you do have to do the stage cards. Look at that.
Hey.
Yeah, Ryan asked you to do the stage cards in left to right order. Yeah, I mean, just like Mega Man, you can't just jump to the middle of the stage or jump to the right. You got to do it in order.
So then I'm actually going to get rid of these 2 to do the weight and then flip this one for the shoot.
Nice.
And then I will do the run and the double.
Oh my gosh, you had an extra. Look at that. It's almost like Rush helped you out by flying you past some of those difficulties, I think.
Problem is
with my Rush jet. The problem is, will Mike survive? Will Mike survive?
Well, more. I think I'm going to take another damage, right?
Oh yes, I forgot about Cutman. Yes, you are going to have to take, unless you want to spend a weapon energy from top spin. It's your call.
Sure. Let's try to avoid it so I can save that card for you if you need it. So I'll do that.
Yeah, because I do need more yellows. Probably, it's a good call. I appreciate it.
Daggone it.
Oh, no.
So I'll take another damage.
All right. Now, again, you could spend an extra weapon energy to re-roll that. I don't think you want to. Yeah, that is an option. All right, so I'm getting 2 yellows, a red, and a blue. So the red I might use for the weight against the giant jumping one-eye guy.
Where'd you get the blue? Oh, you got the blue from me. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thank God.
No, I just gotta get used to it. I gotta get used to it. Oh,
What
hey,
the heck is
look
this?
at that!
What is this? That is statistically improbable. What are you doing to me, Gabe? I mean, it's not too bad except for those jumps. Well, I definitely did not get hit by Bomb Man's effect because I didn't roll a single jump. Wow. Hey, Derek, can I go in and have that yellow die from you?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Cheers.
All right, and see, give me like a jump or something.
Oh wow!
What the heck is? I've never seen. There's one side of the die. All right, I'm gonna use this red for my own boost.
Yeah.
See what's happening here. What we can do. I guess if I don't need more runs.
Oh no!
Okay.
Shoot.
I don't know if I need that either. God, what the? Okay. Well, anyway, we could do this first guy. Like easiest thing ever. Double for the weight. I'm just running and running. Like I teleported through time. I turned into the Flash for a second. Oh man. Yeah, and Ryan asked a great question. Can you split a double among multiple results? No, you have to spend the entire die. So like I couldn't save a double jump from here and then also spend it here. You have to do it all for one effect. Okay, but I did get past the big eye. Don't have any jumps. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend a weapon energy to reroll. I can reroll as many as I want. Yes, I'm definitely gonna reroll the red. I don't need all of these runs. I'm rerolling everything because there's a good chance I'll get another run anyway, right?
Ooh,
come on, give me some jumps. Give me some jumps.
Risk. Ooh.
What the God? What? The chances of that are it's
so another die, you say? Another weapon.
Doing another weapon energy, man. I'm doing another weapon energy. I cannot believe this.
This will be amazing if all of them are jumps. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go, man. All right, so I'll jump. Okay, thank you, Lord Jesus. All right, I'm getting a surprise box from jumping over the metal, and I got a red token. I'm fine with that because they hang around for next turn, so it's not like I have to use it now.
Yeah,
and I definitely got to run and a jump. Beautiful. All right. Done. Get rid of your cards and get rid of your man. That was a little hairy there for a second. I'm running low on Metal Blade, which is not my favorite.
All right, so what happens to this deck after we the discard
So actually,
pile?
in most cases, you will go through your entire deck for one stage. But if you have like effects to draw more and stuff, you do just shuffle.
Okay.
Yeah, the Dice Demon is here. So Julius in the chat asks, is this a new one? This is Mega Man Adventures. It's coming from Blacklist Games, and I am one of the designers. And Derek was kind enough to let me show off the game today.
Or I got the privilege of being able to watch it, but yeah, Julius, this is from partially from the mind of Mike. So this is a collab with him and another one-stop co-op shop creator, Peter.
That's right. All right, so we got our 4 cards. Let's see what Dr. Light's offering. Blue and yellow. Seems like you probably want at least one of those.
I need the yellow.
Yeah, and I can use the blue.
Do you need the blue?
I'm going to take the double blue one because I think it's easier for me to give him a blue. And for anybody coming late, we are playing 2-player where we use Dr. Light cards to simulate sort of a third player sharing cards with us. So that's what these other cards are for. All right, Derek, so you need a lot of yellow. Oh, I know. I can give you a wild, dude. I haven't gotten one of these yet.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so this, you can choose a different color than I do. That means you can have whatever the heck you want.
Okay, so I'm giving you a blue.
Oh, you're giving me a blue?
Yeah, or do you need me to not? I can give you a red token.
It's okay. It's okay.
I can actually give you a red token.
Well, is that going to mess you up? You don't need red at all, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Give me the blue. I'll make it work. Because don't forget, my weapon gives me reds, and I have a wild for my skill and a wild. I have every wild in the world here. I have a wild for my boost, and
I can give you a red if you need it for my other
card.
That's
great. That's great. Yes, I like that a lot. Okay, cool. So Derek, go ahead.
So I get 1 blue. I get any card from you. Let me just build this out first. I get 2 yellows, 1 blue. And I'm going to grab another yellow from that wild.
Yeah. And Jayhawk asked what the Mega Man token is. That marks the starting player. And we don't have start player moving, Jayhawk, because especially in 3- and 4-player games, you can have a ton of like downtime if you are the the first player in one turn and then the last player in the next turn. You have to like wait like 8 turns in a row. So like a lot of games do, we don't pass the first player around. It stays consistent.
Yeah. All right. So yellow from Dr. Light, yellow that I have on my card, blue that I have on my card, and from your wild, I'm grabbing another yellow.
Yep. Yeah, and while Derek rolls, Julius mentioned another Mega Man game. Yeah, that was from Jasco, I think back in 2016. I never played it, but the reputation is not a good reputation.
Oh, really? Wasn't that good? Oh no.
But there is this I did not realize until like when we posted the video for this one. Level 99 Games, who I love, is collaborating with Jasco to do a new game. I don't know much about it. They've done like a single video, but it's not on their calendar yet, so we have no idea when it's coming. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited about more Mega Man. You know, I don't love, I guess, competition at the same time, but
and for people, Level 99 made Bullet, which is one of Mike's favorite games.
Yes, exactly. I'm conflicted. I'm like, hey, good, you're making a Mega Man game too. That's awesome. But I from what I've seen, it's incredibly different from ours. Definitely a much more involved game. This is a light, quick kind of puzzly game. So,
okay.
All right, Derek, how'd you do on your roll here?
Okay,
I got a wild for you if you need it.
So let's see how it works out. So I've got a run and a jump to get past the first guy. Which is these. Oh wait. No, that's a jump and a jump. I'm crazy.
Oh, it is. Yep.
I've got a run and a jump to get past the first guy. For the second one, I've got a run for my skill card. I've got a jump and a shoot. So
what do you want me to give you?
Ooh. Don't know.
I can give you a red die to hopefully pair with the shoot for the weight, maybe?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, so here, I'll boost you with that.
Okay. Hey, there we go. But I don't have a run. Oh yeah, I do. My skill card.
Oh my gosh, dude, look at you.
So I use my skill card to get my run, which then I'll use the double shoot and the run token, get past you. But then I've got this problem.
I mean, crud, if you re-roll with 1 weapon energy, both those yellows, you have a pretty good chance of getting 2 runs. Although,
let's do it. It's
my luck. I mean, after my luck, I don't know if you should believe anything I have to say.
It's my last one.
Come on. Yeah, there you go.
And
you get a surprise box. And you get a surprise box. That's great.
And I got a surprise box. So you got to shoot.
There you go. So Tiny was asking if the stage cards are paired with the bosses. So Tiny, if you mean like these cards that provide the ongoing effects, those have the bosses on the other side. So they are paired with the same boss. Like if you're in Cutman stage, you're going to fight Cutman. These other stage cards are from a deck of 20 cards, and it's a mix of enemies from Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. So those are more generic, although I guess if you really wanted to have like more verisimilitude, you could like take out all the Mega Man 1 cards and use them when you're playing a Mega Man 1 stage. But we wanted to have like a lot of kind of mix and match variety, so you can have totally different stages every time you go through. It's not like in the actual video game where like Woodman stage is always the same Woodman stage.
Yeah, and I take
all right.
My
so Derek, you
from
survived. Yeah. Those jerks. All right, so I got so much blue forever, and one.
I've got a. I'm actually gonna. When you use it, I'll immediately then give you another red.
Oh, you know, I just realized I'm clearly taking the damage from Bomb Man this turn because I jumped so much. Maybe I should have played this differently, like save some of those blues in my hand.
And there it is.
Yep, there it is. All right, I'm down to 1 life. Good thing we have energy tanks. I got double, and this is a nice roll. This is a really nice roll.
Yeah.
So before I do, let's see. So I can do double jump for the weight.
A jump. I'm gonna give you a red token when you use your red token. Like immediately.
Okay. I was gonna ask if I had a red token. You know what? So let's use it now, but don't give it to me yet in case I guess I might need it for the surprise box. Okay.
Right.
So double for the weight, jump, and shoot him in the eye with my current red token.
All right.
So I defeated him.
Oh, you want to see if you get a bonus for the other one? Okay.
Crap! Why do I have so much? Shoot. I'm going to use my rescue.
Okay.
That's a wild I can play on anybody. It's basically like another boost to get another jump. Come on.
Yes, there it is.
Okay, there we go. So I'll do the red. the jump and the shoot. I'm going to save the blue die. I get a surprise token. Let's see.
Energy.
It's a life energy.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's good because actually now I can just tank the last guy. How much weapon energy do I have left? I only have 1 weapon energy left. You know what? Give me the red,
Sure.
Derek,
Yep.
for next time. But I'm just
Done.
going to take the 1 damage because I don't want to potentially waste my last weapon energy rolling that. I'll go down to 1 life and use an energy tank next turn probably.
Okay.
All right. So cleanup. Here we go.
Very
We're doing good though. I mean,
Yeah,
usually you
very
have to use at least 1 weapon energy tank pretty early. So the fact that we have not used one, we're on our last stage card. We're definitely slightly ahead of the curve, I would say.
All these weights, why? So.
Oh my gosh! At least the damage values are low. That's how we kind of balanced it. You'll see that you don't have any 3s, for example.
Yeah.
Small comp. And yeah, Jayhawk has it. Matt asked when it's being released. It's on pre-order, planned for Q2. Like everything's already fully designed. We had about 30-something playtesters who were amazing. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful to our playtesters. They found all these little things. They made the rule book a billion times better. I did not. I'm our rule book writer. When me and Peter design things, I write the rule books generally, and I did not do my best work on the first draft of this one. All right, so you need jumps and shoots, it looks like. And I also need jumps and shoots. This is kind of... so I guess we both want... Actually, what if I do need 1 yellow. What if I take this one? And you can take one of the blues, whichever one you want.
Yeah, I'm trying to think which one I want, because I have a red I have a red shoot already. I can give myself a blue jump. Problem is I need more dice for waiting.
So Tiny asked, will this game have a level up mechanic? So Tiny, you can play one-off games, and once you know the game, it takes, and when you're not playing on TTS slowing everything down, it takes 20 to 30 minutes, maybe like 40 for 4-player with more discussion going on. But yeah, so you can play in a small campaign mode where every time you beat a robot master, you get their weapon, a la Mega Man, and then you go forward to the next stage and it gets harder. You have fewer energy tanks, you get more bosses, they get tougher. So by the time you get to Dr. Wily, you'll have up to 3 weapons, and the puzzle becomes much meatier as you try to like mix and match your weapon usages to overcome these really, really tough bosses. Because that's a boss rush when you get to the final stage in Dr. Wily's castle. So yes, there is leveling up in that way. It's not like a role playing game. Mega Man didn't really have that until you got into I guess the Battle Network series. So it's trying to emulate the video games more. All right, crap, I didn't play any cards. So
yeah, I just grabbed a light card to get.
I'm gonna give you a red because you have a lot of blue already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll give this to Dr. Light so I don't get hurt, and I will save you. Oh, you already have a blue as your boost?
Well, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if I can give you something worthwhile. I can give you a looking. I guess that's where I'm determining. I'm determining if my skill should be rock, because I'd spend the red to get the red back.
Although you don't need the yellow.
Right.
I think one of the learnings might be better for you, right? On this card.
Oh. Then what can I give you?
The blue token would be very helpful. I have a lot of jumps here, and remember, it's not counting as a die roll, so it's not going to hurt me with Bomb Man, which is very good.
All right, so I get that token, and so do you. I get a red and 2 blues.
Yep. Matt says Canje is surviving, so this game is clearly broken. By the way, I'm sorry. Should I be calling you Canje? Like I'm used to using your first name.
I don't care. Okay,
cool.
Me there. It's fine.
Just checking. I was like, whoops! Right. I broke rules. I broke Canje Studio rules.
I broke the rules.
Off the stream.
So I've got the double shoot here. And the jump for the first.
Julia said he's nabbing it up right now. That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it should be coming to retail. We're even trying. I mean, oh my gosh, this would be beautiful. We're trying to get it in Target because this is a pretty quick to learn. Like my kids can play, but still deep if you want to. Like I think a good game for them. But I don't know if that'll happen. That'd be amazing if it did.
So I've got the double. Yeah, so I've got the double shoot for the weight, and then I got the jump for that success.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the dangerous one. I
I mean,
can
yeah, the last one, I think you can just take the 1 damage, probably. So
yeah, so well, it's more the I can do the learn skill and the jump for the
oh
double, and
yeah,
then the
yeah, yeah,
shoot,
yeah.
and then the shoot at the top. Well, actually, I'm gonna use the shoot token. So
And
I'll
I've got a
use
blue I can give you. I don't know if you'll need it.
I've used this and then this and this to get past the second.
So get your surprise. Yeah, maybe it'll help you out.
Tell me something good.
Hey,
Not
that's good.
not too bad, not too bad. A help. And
I mean,
then I've
basically
got
canceled out the entire thing you're about to take damage from, so that's cool.
well, you see the thing is this.
You want the blue from me to get probably past this
Sure.
last one?
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause I don't know if I'll need it.
yeah, yeah. I'll grab it.
What? Dude, that was on a
Did you
jump. You
see it?
saw
You
it.
saw it. Yep. Yeah, I
That
did.
cheated. That cheated.
And I'm out of rerolls, so I'll take 2 damage actually. 1 from that stage and 1 from Batman.
Yeah, and Ryan asked a great question. Did we consider having the Dr. Light cards instead of just having both players kind of share with each other, like my left and right go to you? The reason for that, Ryan, was to introduce more dice into the plan for each round, because otherwise you took your 1 damage from Cutman, Derek.
Yep. Yep.
Without that, it was a little bit too swingy in that, like, you might just get no blues. Dr. Light tends to fix that a little bit, and it's also fine in 3 and 4 player. But otherwise, with 2 player, it was and yeah, is 2 players strictly more difficult than 3, 4? I would say slightly. 3 and 4 tend to be, a tiny bit easier just because you have more boost cards floating around and you kind of have the tools a bit more. Solo is definitely the hardest, but that's by design because most solo players want more of a challenge. Solo is very tough. But 2 player is pretty similar to 3 and 4. My win rate is very similar for all of those player counts. Derek, did you destroy your entire stage already?
Yeah, I'm done.
Dude,
Also,
you're awesome.
Tiny asked, are the action cards generic, used by all character, or is the deck or some cards character specific?
Every card is character specific. So only Mega Man has these boost tokens on the top. Only Mega Man has the unique skills at the bottom. So you have a unique 16 card deck for each of the 4 heroes. The ones you don't see are Roll, who's Mega Man's sister. She's mostly, her mechanics mostly focus on other ways to use weapon energy, and she also gains weapon energy back. So she's kind of a weapon energy machine. And then Proto Man is all risk reward. He can like get extra things, but he can also hurt himself. So that's the last one, Mega Man's brother from Mega Man 3 and on. All right, so I have a red, yellow, blue token. What do I want for my wild?
You also
I
have
want the blue.
Yeah, you also have another yellow for me if you need it.
Yeah. What I'm trying to figure out is, do I want to get another blue die? I have a jump icon. Because if I get a blue, I'm more likely to get hit by Bomb Man. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to hope I don't get 2 jumps. All right, so here we go. Oh, or I get no jumps. Well, that worked out also, I guess. Ah, damn it. All right. So I'm going to use my red shoot to defeat the bunny. Okay. Yeah, I'll get your die in a second, Derek. I'm going to get a bonus token. A life energy.
Sweet.
That's actually, I don't know if that's good. Because look, both of these are going to do too much damage to me.
Well, don't forget, you also have a shoot and a run at the bottom.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, good. Oh, I need a jump. I need a jump for that, Derek. Why did I put that card there? Why did I put that card?
I can give you a yellow. Take the yellow.
Yeah, give me a yellow. Let's see if I just get
it.
super lucky and roll a jump with it. Oh my gosh.
It's happening. It's happening right now.
Come on.
That's your weight.
Yeah, that's my weight. Thanks. Okay.
Well, you could use the weight.
I'm going to use my last weapon energy because this is not a great situation. I'm going to use my last weapon energy. I'm going to re-roll all 3 of these. I'm going to re-roll all 3 of these. It's worked out so well for me last time.
There's a jump.
There's a jump. But if I use that for transform, I played the totally wrong skill. I wasn't even paying attention to that cost a jump. Like, that was a dumb play on my part. Oh my gosh. All right. So I can get by this guy at least, right? I definitely got the weight and a jump and a double shoot. I mean, I might as well. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I had the jump. I saw the jump token. Yes.
Yep. You
did I really
it.
survive this?
You did it. You
Oh
did
my
it.
gosh! Thank you so much for that token, dude. That saved my life. I thought I was dead. Wow.
Woo!
That was awesome. All right. So we are going into boss mode here. So Derek, you should be out of action cards, I assume, so you can shuffle the entire pile up and draw 4. And bosses use the same basic mechanics. I'll just explain the.
How much cards are in? How much cards are in a deck? 12.
16.
I'm missing 4.
Oh, you might have.
Here we go.
There they are.
2, 3, and that's it. Yep, so 16.
Yeah, and Ryan's saying, really hope we get a target. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of people like me who played Mega Man when they were kids and now like have kids and want to introduce them to it. So I think it'd be fun for a lot of like parents out there.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, people who have never played Mega Man enjoy the game too. So I hope it doesn't sound like you aren't allowed to play it if you don't have the knowledge of the IP.
How dare you not play this game? I had 2 Dr. Light cards in my deck. I had to go look them
up. Sorry. They look very different in person, but it's easy to mix them up in the TTS mod. All right, so we flip to our boss cards, and we're getting 4 cards.
Yeah.
So here, Derek, we'll zoom in on Cutman and explain.
Okay.
So the basic idea of play is identical, except you are dealing with things a little bit differently. So the top value in the upper right, the 4, that's how many pattern cards Cutman has. We're trying to represent the unpredictability of fighting a boss in Mega Man, how they'll jump around in patterns you don't understand until you play them a bunch.
Okay.
So that's how the pattern cards work. And they're over here. And just like with the stage cards at the beginning, we're going to, if TTS lets me, grab you 4 cards and flip them so that you can always see the topmost one.
Okay.
So these are identical, to bring one over. These are identical to the stage cards for 1 challenge space. So this one is you need a red shoot and a skull,
which is
or
2.
you're going to take 2 damage.
Yeah, which is 2 icons.
Exactly.
Each skull requires 2 icons to overcome, which is a jump and a run, I assume.
Yeah, so usually for most bosses, like Bomb Man over here, each skull would become a yellow. So this one for me would be a shoot and a run.
Right.
Cutman's special ability is that he is extra mobile, extra hard to dodge his attacks. So you need a lot of runs and jumps. So this would be a shoot, a run, and a jump for you, or you would take 2 damage.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem.
And then finally, the fist icon is the like strength type weapon. That means he is weak to that type. So in Mega Man 1, he was weak to Gutsman's weapon. Your top spin weapon does not match his weakness, so you cannot exploit his weakness in this game.
Okay. Just for sake, if I did have that symbol, what would that mean?
So it gives you a 3rd option for your weapon. You can still use it for the indicated effect. You can still use it to reroll any dice, but it also lets you get any die color of your choice. It becomes a wild when you use the weakness.
Okay, weakness. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we could have made it stronger. In some tests, it was stronger, because in Mega Man, once you have the weakness, you basically just kill the boss. But it kind of made the game, like at one point, I think you got 2 dice and you set them to whatever face you wanted, but it made the game too easy. And I was like, all right, that's thematic, but it's not good for an actual board game. So we found a compromise. So that's it, Derek. You have to survive through 4 cards. You've got the energy tank. We've got both our energy tanks left still, so we're in a pretty good place.
Yep.
You just have to survive through the cards, and then you win. Because the idea, in typical Mega Man fashion, you are blasting Cutman the entire time, of course. And yeah, that's it. So we just build our stuff like normal. This is basically 1 round. We fight the boss, the entire boss, in a single round of gameplay.
Is Dr. Light our friend in the boss?
Dr. Light is still our friend. Dr. Light is still our friend.
Thank
and
you,
let me get
Light.
my cards. There's Bomb Man, so I need some shoots. So you have a bit less surety of what you need. So I need a bit more yellows and reds, Derek, but you can really give me whatever you want. It looks like you need a little bit of everything, but maybe more yellows and blues because of Cutman's ability.
How about that? Here's your yellow.
I like that.
There.
You know what? Look at this. Oh, I didn't see the Dr. Lights. Here's a wild for you, though, sir. I'm gonna take. Do you mind if I take this red and blue? Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the red and yellow.
Okay. And if you want to put the yellow on the other side to deal with that, I don't necessarily need it.
Do you need it or no?
Oh, I guess oh wait, you're right. Bomb Man has more yellows than anything else. So never mind.
I can get a blue from the wild, so I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
you were smarter than I was. And I'm gonna use Rush Jet. That'll let me distribute tokens between us again. If I take a damage, because we both could use them, it looks like. So I'll be able to help you out. And then I got a red left in my hand.
Yeah, I'm dancing between adaptability for my skill. That'll give me 1 health and an energy, so I can re-roll if I need to.
By the way, Nick Skeen. Hey, Nick, glad to see you here. Nick said, well, this is up to you, Derek. I know you're already on our Discord. If you're comfortable with me putting a link to our Discord in the chat, anybody who wants to, we have a lot of our play testers are on the Discord.
Yeah.
So even if I'm not available to teach somebody the game, you could easily find someone.
Go for it.
Yeah, Ryan said, I think he's right. So Derek, maybe it's showing up fine for you, but I think I might have my lighting settings too bright. Maybe that's why the cards look a little too white. All right, but I think we're almost ready, Derek. You're just figuring out what you. So I want you to get hit by Dr. Light, dude. You'll have to waste the energy tank right there. Do you want to? Again, if you want to move the learning over, I'll survive. I'll survive.
Okay. And I will give you.
I would slightly prefer the red, unless you want to keep the red for yourself. Give me the blue, or it's fine. Okay.
No, the red's good. I was more on the fence. I was more thinking. Sorry, my brain was on adaptability to get an energy weapon back, so I can re-roll dice if I need to.
So, by the way, that is discard any die from your pool to get 1 weapon energy and 1 life energy.
Right.
So it's especially good when you have a die that's like extra. You aren't sure you'll need.
Right.
You can get rid of it.
Yep.
All right. I think we're good. So, Derek, you're first. Here we go with Cutman.
He's saying that I think it's just the TTS defaults usually need down for the most. Is it too bright? Table. I
mean, it is on my screen. I don't know how it's looking on yours.
Options. Lighting, I assume.
That sounds right. No one will be seated during the exciting play with TTS lighting portion of the video. Oh, there you go.
Is that
does look better? Yeah, it looks better to me. I can actually see the colors in the background of the cards.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was seeing them just fine, so I didn't know that it was that awful. Ooh, my gosh, we've been playing this whole time. I'm sorry. All right. So
no, again, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad at all. It was more like on my screen.
Okay, so I get this. I get a red. I get 2 reds.
Yeah, here, I'll grab another one for you. Oh, you already got it, sir. And then,
Um,
did you want a blue for your
Yes, and
last one?
Yep.
All right.
So let's see how this goes.
I believe in you. What? I don't believe in you anymore.
Oh, wait. I can discard something to get something. You get a reroll. I don't.
You can discard any die. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I can actually discard this. I only need 1 shot, so I'm gonna discard.
Well, don't forget, you have 3 more cards underneath there. You don't know what you need yet.
Oh, is it every single time? I thought it was like each one is a turn.
No. So basically, it's equivalent to if you were doing one of these, but there were 4 challenge spaces instead of 3, and you don't know what they are yet.
Gotcha.
You got to survive the entire thing with just what you got. So yeah, definitely an energy tank will be getting used, maybe more than 1.
Actually, I'm gonna use this card, this blue bomber card. You get a blue die.
Yep. There you go.
And let's hope for a jump.
Wow.
Yay.
Yeah, so maybe you want to use adaptability to get that weapon energy.
Yep.
Jesus, dude.
So, I just got it. I have to ditch a red. And I will get 1 of these and 1 of these, and then I will spend this to reroll this hot garbage.
Derek, if you want to wait a second, I can give you what you need with my skill, and you can wait to reroll until you see what you need on the next card.
Okay.
Here, I'll take a damage with Rush Jet to give. I got a red and a blue. Why don't you take the blue, and I'll take the red? Is that okay?
Okay. I got another blue. There we go.
No, I'm sorry. It's your blue token. It's your blue token. I gave you a blue token.
Oh, then we're good. If it's a blue token.
Yeah, same difference.
So we're good. So I can commit a shoot. Yeah, I'll say a shoot and a jump and a run.
Nice. I hope your next card needs a lot of shoots. Whoops, I grabbed Cutman by accident. There we go. Oh, there we go. Shoot and a jump. I
don't have a jump. But I can
have a red die left.
I can finally do the weapon to do a reroll.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'll do that to re-roll this guy. Come on. There it is.
There we go. There
Jump
we
and shoot.
go.
Jump
So wait,
and
are you
shoot.
just tanking the last 2 cards?
That's it. I'm just gonna put my head down and barrel through.
Oh my gosh! All right, so here's how the energy tank works. Because in Mega Man you had to pause the game before you took the final point of damage, like you had to heal early. You're about to take 2 damage.
Right.
You have to use the energy tank first, so go in and dial yourself back up to 5.
Okay.
And then you get hit by the attack and take 2 damage.
Okay.
So Derek, if you flip a 3 damage card, we might be in a bit of trouble here.
It's 1 damage.
Oh, there we go. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Sweet,
You're beautiful.
Sweet.
Oh,
1,
man.
2. Hey.
See, left me an energy tank. 'Cause I was about to say, if I don't have an energy tank, I'm at 1 life right now. We are in a bit of a hurt.
So does this equate to beating Cutman with that?
Correct, because the idea is in Mega Man, I would always just like keep jamming the shoot button the entire time I was running around and jumping.
Oh, gotcha.
Every turn you're hurting him is the idea. We didn't actually like want to model. The main Blacklist news website was a little challenging. Yeah, sorry about that, Tiny. But thank you for pre-ordering. I'll mention it to the Blacklist team if it's a little bit weird to like navigate your way through their website. All right, so I've got. Well, we got a chance here, Derek. I'm feeling good.
You got
good.
a red from me.
I mean, we are playing on sort of easier difficulty because we didn't use any of the extra difficulty cards. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
And you got a wild card, right?
Yeah.
Red, blue.
I'm gonna get a yellow because I do need yellow.
What's the other red from? Oh, from Dr. Light.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Well, you got your shoot to get past the first one.
Why are both of us rolling so many
what does this say?
shoots?
It says engage. Immediately discard 1
weapon energy, or I have to flip a bonus token. Oh,
if able.
Man. Yeah, so I just lost the red you gave me. Thanks. Not thank you. I do thank you. And by the way, Bomb Man's ability is some trash. Every pattern card has +1 damage value. So this is not a 1 damage card, and I could just, forget about it. That's a 2 damage card right there. Yes, so we are gonna spend a shoot. We're gonna shoot to defeat that one. Oops, I just took my own guy. I'm in a world of hurt here, dude, because I'm realizing all I have is a single boost card. I think this might not go. Okay, well, I'm not able to, so that's nothing, but I also don't have a run. Well, let's go in and roll this red die and see if I get lucky.
Risk it all on red.
I mean, I'm in trouble because all of his skull icons will be runs too. God. All right, so I'm going to use our energy tank. This is terrible. I'm going to use our energy tank. I go up to 5, then I go down to 3.
Yeah.
Because of the +1 damage from Bomb Man.
Okay,
no! Oh my gosh.
You've got to jump, but not a run, and that is terrible.
Is that it?
I think
that's
it.
Game?
I think that's
why did I spend all my weapon? Oh, I spent weapon energy way too early. You need to have rerolls at the end. All right, so I take 3 damage because of Bomb Man. Blah, I'm dead. And then let's see if I could have. Damn all the runs! Get out of here, cards. Flick you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, some poor choices early on. And
no, this was good. This was good. It was because we had to. I had to basically understand just kind of how it was happening, and your help got me through Cutman. But unfortunately, the runs just weren't on there. Oh.
Yeah. Yes, we have a few questions in the chat. Yeah, so Jayhawk asked, can you use your boost and skill card out of turn? Pretty much only Rush can use the skill cards out of turn because he's the only one that has the support skills. And actually, I think some of them don't say that right now, but he should be able to use all of his skills out of turn. And boost, though, is specifically meant to be used out of turn. Like, that's supposed to be among the things that keep you kind of engaged during other players' turns. I mean, if you're, hopefully you're just a person who likes to watch other people take their turn, and the turns are fast, but yeah, that like gives you some more cooperation as the game plays out. And Tiny asked, do all players have to survive, or if one dies, I'll lose? Right now, everyone has to survive. You can certainly play a variant, but we hate player elimination, so we would rather you have to all survive. And yeah, I think Matt's right. Canje, do you have like bad dice rolling that just rubbed off on me here? Because that was
Mike. There's a specific Kingdom Death Monster playthrough that goes down in the annals of history as legend, where I don't know if you played Kingdom Death, but if you
Oh,
have,
yeah, I played a lot of Kingdom Death.
yeah. So we lost 3/4 of our population on intimacy checks all in a row. So that
I mean,
means
clearly
I
you're
rolled
not
one.
meant to have sex. Like, stop having babies.
I
Didn't you learn
rolled
your lesson?
I rolled a 1, then Steven rolled a 1. I rolled a 1, so we lost 2 people. Steven rolled a 1, then we lost 2 people. I rolled a 1, then we lost 2 people. Steven
Hey,
rolled
wait,
a 1.
is that, remind me, is that like a 1 out of 10 or a 1 out of 100?
That's a 1 out of 10, I believe. Yes, it's a
Okay,
D10.
that's not as ridiculous. Because I know,
So,
on the hunt rolls, that's out of 100, and there's some crazy results on there.
yeah.
You know.
But yeah, dice rolling is I continue to play dice games because they're fun, but I am not a good dice roller.
I mean, how about you? Sometimes losing is even more fun than winning because you want to
That's
play
true.
again. You know.
That's true. That's true. But this game is fun. I like the thing that I like about this game is so you've gotten rid of the old school 5 and 6 success, right? So 1 to 4 is nothing, and only 5s and 6 are successes. You've gotten rid of that, and so you've said every dice has a potential to be something, and on top of that, you offer dice mitigation, so that if you don't roll what you want, you have the ability to fix it instead of being like,
Unless you spend all of it in stupid turns and leave yourself totally open, except then. But yes.
So I like that Mega Man theme. I've already pre-ordered this game, just to let you know. So Mega Man theme is always incredible. I really like how you build them out with 4 cards, and you use all 4. It's not that you just use 3 in your stock. So I like it. I like this game a lot. I think it's gonna be a really, really good hit. Is there any? So because I am also a huge fan of campaigns. Is this the opening salvo to possibly a Mega Man Adventures campaign style thing in the future?
Well, like I said, you can play a sort of short campaign mode out of the box with this one.
Mm-hmm.
So what would happen is I would get Bomb Man's weapon. Let's find that. I mean, assuming we had not died. Yeah, so here, you would get Cutman's Rolling Cutter.
Okay.
I would get Bomb Man's Super Bomb. We would now have 2 weapons, each with their own pool of 3 weapon energy. And we'd go into stage 2. The boss would be a little bit harder. We'd have fewer energy tanks. And we'd fight another Robot Master. We would get their weapons. We'd have 3 weapons. And then we go into a Dr. Wily kind of like boss rush mode. It's supposed to, like I said, kind of be like when you fight all the bosses at the end. So you fight 2 Robot Masters in a row from the ones you already fought. And then you have to fight a Dr. Wily boss. That's not in the basic demo mod we have here. But yeah, so we have 12 Dr. Wily bosses from the 3 different games that you can kind of battle against. So, and the nice thing is that is the campaign mode, but you can also jump into any of those. Like, there's nothing stopping you from just taking 3 weapons right off the bat and doing a Dr. Wily boss rush if you want to. It all functions the same.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's not like a KDM style campaign. That's sort of out of the scope of like a light, cheap, quick to play, like kid-friendly Mega Man game. But I'm not going to write it off. I would certainly love to do that.
I think it was. I guess I was. I really like this. I like the 3 weapon go thing. Where do you see this as kind of like? Is there going to be expansions? Are you going to go, since you're doing 1 to? You said you do 1 to 3. So are you looking to add and seeing how it goes, but add 4 to 6 or 7 to 11? Like, what are you looking at?
So if it sells well, if Blacklist is interested, I mean, like I said, I played every Mega Man game ever, so I'd love to either do like an expansion that adds on more, or play around with the system and like do Mega Man X, but it's a little bit different, but things are cross compatible. Like, there's lots of fun things we could do. And also, like, after this game, I think I'm happy with how this game turned out. I'm definitely happy with how this game turned out. But Peter and I have talked about doing like other platforming games. Like, I don't know who would have the license for this, but I'm a big Castlevania fan. I'd love to do like a Castlevania game, not identical, but like, again, like sort of having some cooperative play, but modeling the platform experience.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, what this would never happen. But how cool would it be? I don't know if you played this, Derek. How cool would it be to have a roguelike Castlevania Symphony of the Night-ish board game.
Oh,
Like,
I've played Symphony of the Night, and I would
oh
love
my
it.
god.
I would love it. I would
Yes.
love it. That's why I was like, as you saying, as you're going through the different IPs in my head, all I'm running through saying is Castlevania, Metroid.
Oh, I love Metroid. I actually have a little like Metroid concept. I have no idea. Like all I see of Nintendo themed games are like stupid like roll the die. Does Mario land on Donkey Kong? Yay! Like. But yeah, I have a Metroid concept already kind of mapped out because I've been playing Metroid Dread a lot with my kids, and I love that
I have
game.
not. So Metroid is another one of my top favorites. I haven't picked up Dread yet, only because a lot of board games are being delivered because of backorder stuff and shipping. So all that's coming in, but I want to get to play Metroid Dread. I heard is fantastic.
Yeah, I was just talking to Liz Davidson from Beyond Solitaire this morning, and I was telling her I think I have 13 games sitting in a pile right now that I'm supposed to to cover. Oh my gosh. Jayhawk asked, yeah, we'd said this earlier, Jayhawk. Yes, absolutely. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from IDW and the Batman animated series was 100% the inspiration for the card sharing idea. I not to be rude, but I like how we do it better because I felt like it didn't actually matter that much a lot of the time in Batman and TMNT. Whereas here, I think the conversation is really good. But yes, the idea of like the players constantly talking to each other because they have to like work together with the cards they have. I was definitely inspired by those games.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, oh, make a Castlevania game. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I just got to find who has the license, or I mean, we're starting to publish some of our own games.
Yeah.
We have our first one coming to Kickstarter early next year. It should be, so maybe we'll just get the rights ourselves. I don't really know how any of that works.
anything you want to say, or is that under wraps until the Kickstarter releases?
No, I mean I can mention it. It's sort of a Mage Knight-ish like deck building adventure game, but fully cooperative. Much lighter than not much lighter than Mage Knight, but still has kind of the same thing where like you're kind of puzzling out how to use your actions in your turn. It's a story-based campaign. I think it's 8 missions long, but it has a lot of replayability. And you are dragons, so you are dragons fighting the evil like enemies who have tried to destroy your race and take your eggs and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's fun. That one's already mostly play tested and developed. I think we found an artist. We are looking for graphic designer right now. We are tooling up the rule book. So yeah, again, we're aiming for probably Q1 Kickstarter or Game Found, whatever we end up doing for that one.
That's awesome. That sounds awesome. I look forward to seeing how it plays.
Yeah, man. No, we're excited to show people. And if that goes well, publishing our own one, then we're going to do Spare Parts, which is that one's been signed and then unsigned by multiple publishers. Like either the company closed or they like stopped talking to us. So yeah, that one's pretty much done. But that's you'll like that one, Derek. That is a giant mecha dungeon crawler, campaign-based dungeon crawler.
Gundam.
Basically, yeah, and you literally rip the parts off of your enemies and install them on your own robot. Like if some guy has an awesome like laser sword, you just kill him, take his laser sword, and put it on your body. And now you have a laser sword.
I like it. I'm up for it. I'm up for it. I think it's good. So this has been amazing. I've really enjoyed this, and thank you so much for playing this game with me. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm happy that you took some time to run through this with me. So thanks so much.
No, absolutely. I mean, I'm always happy to play my games at any game. But no, it's been awesome to talk to you, Derek, and thanks so much for making the time for me and having you on me on the channel.
Yeah, no problem. So thanks everybody for joining. I think this has been fantastic. This is checking out Mike and Peter's game, Mega Man Adventures, which is up on Blacklist's site right now for pre-order, so it's not going to be crowdfunded. There's no Kickstarter, there's no Game Found going with it. It is straight pre-orders that's coming from Blacklist Games. So go on that site and you can pre-order the game as well. And yeah, I hope great fortune, man. This game is a lot of fun. Like I said, I've already pre-ordered it, so I'm looking forward to playing it once again, getting the actual components on, the tactile components in my hand, play those, have a lot of fun with it. So anything you want to close with, or good?
No, just thanks everybody for watching, and keep watching Canje. Derek's awesome. And yeah, I guess if you don't know One Stop Co-op Shop, come over and check us out too. I just had a really unhappy review for a game, so if you want to see that, that's always fun, right? And I was telling Derek all about it, and now Derek unfortunately kickstarted it. And I feel bad.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out, but and then give my thoughts and kind of running through it. But usually, I found that Mike and I agree heavily on a lot of games, so it'll be I'll take a look through that and see what it looks like. But
Yeah, by the way, in the chat, some people mentioned that's right. Blacklist did do Contra with Konami, so I guess they might be able to get the Castlevania rights. And I've played Bloodstained. That's a good game. That's definitely a straight up Castlevania knockoff in a way. Any deluxe upgrades in mind for Mega Man? Well, you can't see them, but we have these really nice, like the prototype is awesome. You can see them in my solo video, acrylic standees. So like it looks just like the kind of art for the character, but with kind of this clear plastic around it. What is Brian talking about, Canje? Thanks, guys. Now,
I'm selling him my Tainted Grail because I'm never getting that game to the table.
Oh, it's a good game, though. I mean, I got rid of mine too, but it was good while I played it.
Yeah, I love Tainted Grail. I think it's a fantastic, beautiful game. I never get to it.
Yeah. And my problem is I like Seventh Continent more, and I don't know if I would want to set up Tainted Grail when I could go play Seventh Continent.
Oh,
to be honest.
Fair. So I've never played Seven Continent, but I backed Seven Citadel. So hopefully we'll see
Seven Citadel is even from what I've played, it's even better. From what I played, it fixes some of the like annoying bits I had with that one. So I think you'll really like that. That's a great game.
Yeah, so I'm selling that off to a good home, and as you can see behind me, my shelf of stuff. So I've kind of been curating. You know how you do shelf life and you're curating your collection and then doing it. I'm kind of doing that as well because as more games come in, stuff's got to cycle out. So.
Oh, dude, it gets crazy. So many games. Yeah, like it is awesome to be a game reviewer sometimes, and it is the worst at the same time.
So thanks everybody for joining us. What's coming up? Let's see. Friday I'll be playing Gloomhaven Digital with Rob from Rob's Gaming Table. Cynthia and Kate and I will continue our campaign, and then Sunday I'll be playing Hero Realms Ruins of is it Thandar? I've never played.
Yeah, that sounds right. That's fun, dude. It's good. If you like that, check out. If you end up liking it, check out Shards of Infinity. If you can find the campaign expansion for that one, it does a lot of similar stuff, and I think I like it better. But they're both really good.
I gotta write that down. Writing that down now. Shards of Infinity.
Yeah, unfortunately, pretty much all the TTS mods only have the competitive play, but the competitive play is really good too. You can get a feel for it. But yeah, Shards of Infinity with I think it's the Shadows of Infinity expansion adds this kind of campaign mode. It's simultaneous cooperative deck building. It's really good. It got recommended to me after I did my top 10 deck builder video recently. I'd never played it, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's straight out of the same like vein of Hero Realms and Star Realms. Very similar mechanics.
Okay, and is it it's soloable?
It is so with not with a core game.
Right.
It's soloable either with the Relics expansion, which costs like $5. It's a very cheap game in general. Okay. But that solo is kind of ho-hum. It's just like, hey, here's some random stuff happening. The Shadows expansion is awesome for solo and co-op, like really, really good stuff.
Okay.
Sorry, I think Julius asked, if you're asking about what I'm talking about, Julius, that is Shards of Infinity, the deck building game. It's from the same people who made Ascension, which is one of the more famous
and I love
Ascension.
Builders. Yeah, Ascension was one of my first games.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix of Ascension and Star Realms or Hero Realms, I would say. But again, the way they do this cooperative and solo mode is like really cool. It's got some nice mechanics in there.
All right, cool. So I'm definitely gonna be. Stop making me buy stuff. You've been making me buy stuff since I started watching.
I'm sorry. See, I assume everyone calls as much as I do, so it's not a problem. But I know it's not actually true.
Yeah, there's a lot of games I purchased from watching One Stop Co-op Shop. So I'm gonna check that out. Check out those two expansions and see about getting them to the table to play them. But thanks for the heads up on it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Brian's like, and now I'm looking up Shards of Infinity.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Well, at least people pre-ordered Mega Man first before you buy everything else. Buy our game.
So once again, thanks for everybody for joining. As always, the One Stop Co-op Shop. Everyone knows who the One Stop Co-op Shop is. I don't think there's any board gamer out there that has touched
No,
YouTube that does not know One Stop Co-op Shop. So
I wish that were true. That would be nice. I do not think that is true.
So just keep an eye out for Mike's awesome reviews. He does playthroughs. He does his 5 and 5 reviews of board games that are out there. There's also the other groups. There's Jason, Colin, Steve, Peter. So many other people.
And Barrett, yeah, there's a lot of us. We got
Barrett.
6 people on the channel now.
And Barrett and I are supposed to be playing Kingdom Death next Thursday on Tabletop
Barrett
Simulator.
can't get enough Kingdom Death. He plays that with Peter sometimes too.
So he'll be joining us for that, and I think I'm supposed to be joining Steve and Barrett for a play of Nemesis at some point. So we'll see how that goes.
That'll be fun. That's great.
So thanks everybody for coming in, tuning in, checking it out. Thank you, Mikey, as well. If you like what you saw, go ahead and click a like, click subscribe if you want to see what's coming up next, and the bell as well to be notified. And Mega Man Adventures, Blacklist Games, go ahead and pre-order it. This gets the Canje approved on me because it's Mega Man, because Mike's awesome and he's made a really great game here, him and Peter. That is going to be fantastic. So thank you so much. And everybody, I will catch you all later. Insert comment here. Bye, everybody.